Hi! Today we are going to prepare chocolate agar or cap in short. Chocolate agar is an enrichment agar that is especially useful in promoting the growth of Haemophilus and other fastidious bacterial species. Here are the materials and ingredients that we will be needing for today's activity. To make a chocolate agar plate, we will be needing a stove, an Erlenmeyer flask which is used to cook our agar base, but since I don't have one, I'll just use this jar and this pan. A graduated cylinder to measure the distilled water, alcohol lamp, Petri dishes. I have here 10 pieces of Petri dishes, pipettes, and this will be my blood agar base powder. Distilled water, 5% horse or sheep blood, and autoclave. So we must first weigh the required amount of agar base as per the recommendation of the manufacturer. Therefore, before we move on to the procedure, we must do math first. I know most of us hate math, but wala tayong no choice, so here it is. We must first determine what the manufacturer says on the label of our powder. It says here that the powder has a total weight of 25 grams and should be added to 1.5 liters of water. But this is not it. We must determine how much volume we will be needing in preparing our cap. So for example, I have here 10 pieces of Petri dish and each of them may contain 15 ml of water. So, in 10 Petri dishes with 15 ml each, we will have a total of 150 milliliters. That's the amount of distilled water that we will be needing for today's media preparation. Let us now compute for the amount of powder that we will be using for our cap. Again, our agar base has a weight of 25 grams and must be added to 1.5 liters of water. Let us convert it first to milliliters. In every 1 liter, there is 1,000 milliliters. This will be cancelled out. Therefore, 25 grams times 1 is 25 grams. And 1.5 times 1000 ml is 1500 ml. Next is we are now going to multiply 150 ml, and that is to determine the weight of the agar base that we will be using. So here 25 grams over 1500 ml times 150 ml. So this will be cancelled out. So 25 grams times 150 divided by 1500 is equal to 2.5 grams. Therefore, we will be needing 2.5 grams of powder and the 150 ml distilled water. Now, there's last one that we need to compute, and that's the 5% sheep blood. Since we will be having 150 ml of water, we just need to multiply it by 5% or 0.05 to determine the amount of blood. So 150 times 0.05 is equal to 7.5 ml, and that is the amount of our 5% sheep blood. So now that we are done with the computations, let's now go with the procedure. Let's start. First, make sure that we wear our PPEs or personal protective equipment. Mabuti nang nag-iingat para di masaktan. Charot! Now we are going to cook the gelatin or our agar base. Using the graduated cylinder, let us first measure a 150 ml distilled water. Remember to read from the lower meniscus at eye level, and then put it in the pan. Then we will add the 2.5 grams of powder. I don't have an analytical balance to exactly measure the weight of the powder, so I'll just use a teaspoon. 2.5 grams is equal to 0.5 or half of the teaspoon. Then stir and let it boil until the powder is dissolved. Then once it is done, we sterilize it by putting it in the autoclave for 15 minutes at 118 to 121 degrees Celsius. While the medium is still hot, we will now add the 5% or 7.5 ml sterile sheep blood using our pipettes. Then, we place the media in a water bath of 75 to 80 degrees Celsius and keep swirling gently until the color changes to dark brown. Then we wait for it to cool down for about 50 to 55 degrees Celsius before pouring it to our sterilized Petri dishes. Now, we pour it to the Petri dish. A aseptic technique must be observed. After that, we allow the media to solidify. Then we label the plates with the name of the media and date of preparation. We can store these plates by placing it in a sterile plastic bag and make sure it is inverted. Then place it at 4 degrees Celsius. So that's it. Here is our finished chocolate agar plate. Thank you for watching.